So we are finished na with module 1 last week. So today, module 2 tayo, no? So our discussion is all about cost behavior, no? So our discussion is all about our cost behavior. So ito yung ano natin. I gave you the handouts already kanina. Sorry, medyo late na ha. Ayan, okay. Ay, dito. Wait lang. This one. Okay. So ito yung sinad ko sa inyo kanina, no? So about our cost behavior, okay? So ano ba klaseng ibig sabihin ng cost behavior? Okay, cost behavior is basically ano daw mangyayari sa ating cost if there would be changes in activity level. May question. Ano ba yung activity level natin? Okay? So ano ba yung activity level daw? Ibig sabihin class, the activity level, no? Write na lang. The activity level here, no? So pag sinasabi class, activity level, I will write red down. I will send you this one to you para yun yung sinulat ko. Class, pag sinabi activity level, okay? Yan ay your sales. Okay? Class, pag sinabi activity level, that would be your sales. Ibig sabihin, ano mangyayari sa ating cost if there would be changes in your activity level? Okay. Ano ibig sabihin, class? Ano daw mangyayari? No? What will happen if there would be changes in your sales? Sales increase, okay? And sales decrease, okay? Alright. So, ano mangyayari sa ating variable cost and sa ating total fixed cost? So, what will happen, class, sa ating total variable cost, okay? Sa ating variable cost per unit, okay? Ano mangyayari sa ating total fixed cost? Saka sa ating fixed cost per unit. Okay? Yan ang ibig sabihin, class, no? The cost behavior. So mamaya, class, no, I will discuss it, no? If there would be increase in your sales, what will happen to our total variable cost? What will happen to our variable cost per unit? And your total fixed cost. Okay. And that would be, class, your how your behavior or how your cost will respond to the changes in the level of the activity. Okay. So ano yung starting point, class? The starting point in the cost behavior analysis is measuring the key activities in the company's business. Ano ba ang nature ng kanilang business? No, is it manufacturing ba? O yun yung mahirap i-measure pag sinasabi natin manufacturing. Bakit? Your direct materials, your direct labor, your manufacturing overhead are all to be converted to the finished product. How about naman merchandising? Ito madali-madali yung merchandising because para siyang buy and sell. Okay? Pag sinabing buy and sell, ibig sabihin, you have your inventory and you sell it at markup. O, para you can be able to understand it, yung ating tinatawag na mga tindahan nyo. Okay? If you have your sari-sari store, an example of a merchandise inventory. Pinakamadali sa lahat, class, your service industry. Okay? Ano naman yung service industry? Performance of your service. Okay? And that would be your cost behavior. Okay? Mamaya, class, no, we'll discuss it. No? Ano mangyayari, class, if there would be an increase, no, in your sales? What will happen to your total variable cost? It will increase. Okay. Class, pag nag-decrease naman yung sales natin, what will happen to your total variable cost? It will also decrease. Ibig sabihin, the variable cost total will vary directly, okay, to your changes in the activity level. And that would be your sales. Okay. What will happen to your variable cost per unit? If there would be increase, what will happen to your variable cost per unit? It will remain the same. And also it will remain the same. Ibig sabihin that the variable cost per unit, no, regardless of the activity level, variable cost per unit will remain the same. Okay. How about your, by the way, give me example of a total variable cost. Diba? Direct materials. Pag tumaas ang benta natin, tataas din ang ating total variable cost. Pag bumaba naman ang ating pag bumaba yung ating benta, bababa din ang ating materials, labor, yung ating sales commission, plus hindi lang po we are talking here of product cost. Kasama rin yung period cost. And of course, what's very important is that the variable cost per unit will remain the same. But how about naman your total fixed cost? What will happen if there would be an increase in your sales? Ano mangyayari sa ating total fixed cost? It will remain the same. Okay? Ibig sabihin, no? Tumaas man or bumaba ang ating benta, fixed cost total will remain the same. Fixed cost total will remain the same. Okay? Ibig sabihin, tumaas man or bumaba ang ating benta, rental will remain the same. Ano pa yung mga fixed cost natin? Warehouse, rental, depreciation, salary of monthly paid. Tumaas man or bumaba ang ating benta, total fixed cost will remain the same. But how about naman fixed cost per unit? Tumaas ang benta, what will happen to your fixed cost per unit? It will decrease. Ibig sabihin, yan ay kabaliktaran ng ating sales, no? Okay. How about naman if decrease yung sales natin? Ito naman ay increase. Okay. Yan ang ibig sabihin, class, ng activity levels, no? It may be expressed in terms of sales peso, retail company man yan. Ibig sabihin, nagdidepende yan sa ating retail company. Your tracking company, it will depends on the miles driven. Also, in the room occupancy, depende yan sa mga nagbubook sa hotel. Sa ano naman, number of dance classes taught, it would depends on the studio, no? It would depends on the number of classes being taught or taught in the school. Okay. Plus, for the activity level to be useful in a cost behavior analysis, there should be a changes. Ulit this up, there would be changes in the level of volume or in terms of your activity level. Okay. So that's basically, class, no? Pag sinasabi natin activity level. An activity level selected is referred to as activity or volume index and activity index. So yung kanina, no? So what would happen, class, if there would be changes in the activity level? Ibig sabihin that the variable costs are the costs that vary in total directly and proportionately with the changes in the activity level. Ano pong ibig sabihin? Tumaas man or bumaba ang ating variable cost, it will vary in total. Tumaas ang sales, tataas yung total variable cost. Bumaba ang sales, bababa ang total variable cost. But the variable cost per unit, it will remain the same per unit at every level of the activity level. Mamaya, we'll give you sample kung paano yan. Okay. While fixed costs are costs that remain the same in total regardless of the activity level. Tumaas man or bumaba ang ating benta, total fixed cost will remain the same. Total fixed cost will remain the same. It will not change. Kaya nga, during pandemic, madami pong nalugi. Bakit? Because of fixed costs. Madaming nalugi dahil walang benta, magbabayad po tayo ng rental. Walang benta, magbabayad po tayo ng salary. Walang benta, we have cost for depreciation. Walang benta, magbabayad tayo ng fixed cost. While fixed cost per unit, it will vary indirectly or inversely with the activity level. Tumaas ang sales natin, bababa ang fixed cost per unit. Bumaba ang sales, tataas naman ang fixed cost per unit. In summary, with this, no? Sales increase, sales decrease, variable cost total increase, decrease, variable cost per unit, and total fixed cost, it will remain the same. Okay? Regardless of the activity level, while the fixed cost per unit, pag increase to, decrease naman to, it will increase. And that's your part, no, of your fixed cost. Okay. Sige. Alam ko yung iba, sir, paano yun, no? Yung iba ay minamemorize lang namin. Pero gusto ko, class, okay. Ito yung kanina, di ba? That in terms of your sales, or kanina, ito lang naman yan, di ba? Ito yung naman yan, no? Sige, I will give you sample, no? Para maintindihan natin yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? That the sales will decrease, sales will increase, so forth. Plus, I will use the I will use the CVP analysis format. Ano nga yung formula class ng CVP analysis? Sales minus variable cost. Uy, ano ba to? You have your sales, you have your variable cost, okay? Then you have your contribution margin. Okay, so you have contribution margin. Wait lang. Yan ko lang ito. Kasi nag-ano siya. Okay? So formula class sales minus variable cost and you have your contribution margin. So contribution margin class, you have your fixed cost. Tama? Yes. Then after fixed cost, you have naman your net income or your operating income. Diba ito yung ating formula? Okay? This is our formula class. Halimbawa class, naka-give you sample. Okay? Halimbawa class, ito ay October. Okay? Let's say, since ako ay taga San Miguel dati, no? I will use San Miguel as an example. October, for example, you have October, sabihin na September muna. Okay? So let's say you have September here, no? So if you have your September, let's say ito naman ay, let's say class, nagbebenta ka ng 10,000 San Mig Light. Okay? That would be on September. Okay? Okay. Class, halimbawa class, yung selling price mo ay at 100 pesos. Your variable cost per unit mo ay at 60 pesos. So magkano class ang ating contribution margin? Eh di ba class? Sales minus variable cost, and that would be your contribution margin. And you have your 40. Halimbawa, your fixed cost mo for this ay 100,000. Halimbawa lang. O, magkano class ang ating sales for this? Okay? So, malamang class, 10,000 times 100,000. Yan po ay 1 million. Wait lang. Sorry, I'm not sure. Alright? So, this one, you have 1 million. Okay. So, sabihin, you have 1 million. Okay. Magkano naman yung variable cost natin? 600. Of course, you have here 600,000. Okay. Magkano naman class ang ating contribution margin? 1 million minus 600,000. You have 400,000. Okay. So, you have 400,000. So, magkano naman class ang ating net income? Okay. So, how much will be your net income? Of course, you have here 300,000. 400 minus 300,000. Okay. O class, halimbawa, on October, nagkaroon tayo ng dobleng benta. From 10,000, naging 20,000 San Mig Light. Bakit? Because of Oktoberfest. Okay, di ba? Oktoberfest yan lagi. So, magkano na class ang sales? Doble. Kung dumoble yung di 2 million to. Di ba? Kung dumoble, you have 2 million. How about the variable cost? Doble din. Ibig sabihin, doble din ang ating variable cost. Magkano yung contribution margin natin? Of course, you have here 800,000. Okay. Magkano naman yung ating fixed cost? Okay na magkasya. Magkano naman yung ating fixed cost? Class, it will remain the same. Tumaas man or bumaba ang ating income, sales, it will remain the same in terms of your fixed cost. So you have here 700,000. Class, tama ba to? There would be an increase, no? There would be an increase of sales. Tumaas, di ba? 10,000 to 20,000. Tama ba? Yes. What happened to your sales? 1 million to 2 million? Tumaas, di ba? Yes. What happened to your variable cost? 600 to 1.2. Tumaas ba class ang ating variable cost total? The answer is yes. So, ibig sabihin, tama ito. Ibig sabihin, pag tumaas yung sales natin, total variable cost ay tama. No? 600,000 to 1.2. Tumaas. But how about naman in terms of the variable cost per unit? Kasi nga, 1.2 divided by 20,000. Magkano yan? 1.2 million divided by 20,000. Magkano yan? For sure, yan ay 60 pesos pa din. Okay. 60 pesos pa din. Ibig sabihin, variable cost per unit ay parehas lang. It will remain the same. But how about your total fixed cost? tumaas yung sales natin, what happened to your total fixed cost? 100,000, 100,000. The same ba yung ating total fixed cost? The answer is yes. Ano pa? How about the fixed cost per unit? O nga pala, 100,000 divided by 10. This one, if I remember right, ito ay 10. Yan, ito ay 10 for sure. 100,000 divided by 10,000. Okay. How about this one? 100,000 divided by 20. Siguro yan ay 5 pesos. Tama ba? Yes, 5 pesos. O class, what happened to your fixed cost per unit? Increase in your sales, fixed cost per unit, it will or decreases, no? It decrease particularly for your fixed cost per unit. Okay. Clear ba tayo, class? Thumbs up if yes. Clear tayo. Okay, clear? Thumbs up? Okay. Low. Narinig ba ako? Okay, sige. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mary Joy, Irish. Okay. How about the others? Okay, sige. O, class. Halimbawa, on November, ay naging 5,000 na lang. 5,000, San Mig Light na lang. Okay, bumaba, no? Okay, magkano na siya on November? Okay? So, in terms of November, right? So, magkano yung sales natin? 5,000 times 100,000. You have here 500,000. Okay. How about naman in terms of the variable cost per unit? Of course, you have here 300,000. Okay? So, you have here 300,000. Okay. Magkano na class yung ating contribution margin? 200,000. Okay? Tama ba ito? O, tama. Okay. Magkano naman yung ating fixed cost? Fixed cost, it will remain the same regardless of the activity level. What happened now to your net income? 100,000. O, class, bumaba ang ating sales from 20,000 to 5,000. Ibig sabihin, tinan mo yung sales, 2 million to 500,000. Ibig sabihin, decrease in sales. Yes. What happened to your total variable cost? 1.2 to 300,000. Napakababa. Ibig sabihin, total variable cost ay decrease. But how about your variable cost per unit? 300,000 divided by 5,000. Magkano yun? For sure, yan ay 60 pesos. Parehas pa ba tayo, class? Yes. Ibig sabihin, variable cost per unit, it will remain the same. How about your fixed cost per unit? 100,000 divided by 5, magkano yun? 20 ba? 20. Yes. So you have here 20. Tama, no? Okay. Pag mali ako, sabihin niyo ako. Okay. Class, what happened to your fixed cost? It will remain the same. How about your fixed cost per unit? Ano ba nangyari sa fixed cost per unit? Tumaas ba yung ating fixed cost per unit? 20. Yes, from 5 pesos and you have your 20 pesos. So how much now will be your fixed cost per unit? 20. Nag-increase ba, class, yung ating fixed cost per unit? The answer is yes. Okay. Ibig sabihin, class, no? Tama yung condition natin, no? We're in that your sales, no? That your variable cost total will vary, no? Will vary directly, okay? Will vary directly to your sales. While variable cost per unit and total fixed cost, it will remain the same. But how about naman your fixed cost per unit? It will vary inversely. Okay, hopefully class, naintindihan ako. Clear ba tayo? Okay, clear ba tayo? Okay, sige. Alright, how about the others? Clear tayo, class? Okay. Thumbs up? Clear? Okay. Thank you, Mary Joy. Okay, thank you. Alright, sige. Thank you. Alright, next one. What do you mean class of mixed cost? Okay. So, ito na. Medyo ito yung mahirap dito, class. Ano yung mixed cost? Okay? Mixed cost class is that uh, it contains both variable cost element and the fixed cost element. Okay? So, sometimes known as your semi-variable cost. Ano ibig sabihin ng semi-variable? It is a combination of your variable and fixed. Kaya lang class, in the CVP income statement, no, it is assumed that the mixed cost must be classified again as variable and fixed. Kaya lang, no, we need to separate the variable and fixed. Kailangan po natin separate ang variable and fixed. Paano yan? Dalawa po yan. No? We can use the high-low method and regression analysis. Medyo mahirap-hirap nga lang yung regression analysis. Okay. Ano bang ibig sabihin, class, ng high-low method? So, I will give you this one, don't worry. High-low method, class, that is a mathematical method that uses total cost incurred at the high and at the low level of activity. O class, ito yung karamihan pagkakamali ng mga estudyante. In computing for variable cost per unit, ano ba ang tinuro sa inyo? Di ba? Sorry, hindi naman ako nag-aaral ng ibang professor. Ang iba kasi class, ang tinuturo is that the formula for the variable cost per unit is high cost minus low cost divided by high activity minus low activity. Tama ba? Ganun din yung tinuro sa amin. Mali po yun. No? Ano dapat ang formula in computing for variable cost per unit? Please take note of number 2. Hindi po high cost minus lowest cost divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. Ano po ang tamang formula? It should be cost of the highest activity minus cost of the lowest activity divided by high activity minus low activity. Yan po ang formula in computing for the variable cost per unit. Tandaan po yan. Mamaya, in your handouts, may sample po ako dyan. Again, hindi po highest cost minus lowest cost divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. It should be cost of the highest activity minus cost of the lowest activity divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. And that's the formula, class. And number 2, determining that the fixed cost by subtracting the total variable cost at either the high or the low activity from your total cost of that activity level. And that's the formula pag sinasabi natin high-low method. Okay. Letter boy. Ito yung mahirap, class. Mamaya, I have sample problem. In number 2, what is regression analysis? No? It refers to the techniques for estimating the relationship, okay, between the variables. So if you have variables, no, it helps to understand how the value of your dependent variable changes when one independent variable, is variable while another is held constant, no? So regression analysis is used in forecasting the future data. Class, ito yung formula natin in computing for your total or for your variable cost per unit. Ano po yung formula niya? The formula is that summation of EXY minus N to be multiplied by X average to be multiplied by Y average divided by summation of EX squared minus N to be multiplied by X average squared. Yan po ang formula ng regression. Sir, ang hirap naman i-memorize yan. Madali lang naman yan. No? Mamaya, we'll teach you. Alam nyo ba, madali lang naman yung, yan, no? Particularly for computation. So, class, I have here 8 steps. No? I've created 8 steps. Okay? I will put red. I've created 8 steps, okay, in getting, no, or sorry, 8 steps in computing for variable cost per unit. How do we do that? Okay. Variable cost per unit. How do we do that, class? Class, number 1, ang gawin mo ay ganito. Class, ako lang gumawa nito. Sorry, hindi ko alam. For me, ako gumawa nito para mas madali yung maintindihan. Number 1, class. Get the summation of activity. Get the summation of activity. Okay, number 1, class. Get the summation of activity. Class, ano yung summation of activity? That would be your EX. Summation of activity. Okay. Number 2. Wait, ano ba ito? Sorry. Tanggalin natin yung space. Remove the space. Alright. Number 2, class. Get the summation of cost. Ano yung cost? Summation of Y. X here is basically your activity. Y naman is your cost. Number 3. Bakit may laging may ano? Remove the space. Sorry, I will remove the space. Alright, wait lang. Remove the space. Alright, sige. Number 3. Okay? Multiply the activity with cost. Okay? With cost. Ibig sabihin, class, ano to? That would be your X and Y. Mamaya, class, I'll give you example. Number 4. Get the summation of XY. Ibig sabihin, that would be your X and Y. That would be your summation of X and Y. Number 5, get the squared of activity. And that would be some X2. Kaya lang natin, i-ano natin. Yung X squared na sa taas, ha? Ano ba yan dito? Sorry. Yan. X squared. Okay? Next one. Number 6. Get the summation of X squared. So, ano yung X squared summation, no? Okay? So, that would be your E X squared. Okay. Mamaya, class, don't worry. We'll teach you how to compute for this. Summation of EX squared. Okay. Ayan. Summation of EX squared. Number 7. Get the average of X or activity. No? Get the summation of the activity. Okay. Ano yung get the average of activity? How do we compute that? That would be summation of X divided by, ano yun, divided by N. Ano yung N? N is your period. Okay. Is equals to X average. So, paano kaya ito? Underline na lang. Okay, sige. Basta may underline na lang to. Ito na lang. Yan, underline. Yan, underline na lang. X underline. Tapos sa taas yung underline eh. Okay. Ako na nalagay. The last one. Get the average of cost. And that would be summation of Y divided by N. That would be your Y average. Okay? Okay? So, in class, ang formula. No? Medyo mahirap siya. No? Pero don't worry, if alam niyo to class, if kabisado niyo to, mas madali lang siya. No? Ito yun, X average. Nasa baba lang yung underline. Okay. And after the class, determine the fixed cost. So how do we compute for the fixed cost? Eh, di ba, Y average is your cost minus your variable cost per unit, and you have your X average. Okay, yan. Again, class ha, ito yung pagkuha lang ng ganito, no? Ng the variable cost per unit. So, have this one. I will give you this one, don't worry, no? Para at least meron kayong guide on how to compute. Sir, yan po ba yung lumalabas sa board exam? Yes po. Laging lumalabas ang pagko-compute using your regression analysis. Alright. Yan. Okay. So far class, any questions so far? To our lucky 13, no? So we are 13 here. So thank you for attending, no? Ito ay ano ko lang. Ito ay tulong ko sa inyo, no? Para at least free to, walang bayad. You can also share it sa others, no? Okay lang. Para at least I can share it to you para makatulong ako sa MAS. Sorry MAS lang kasi. Or we can also do cost accounting. No? Yun lang yung tinuturo ko kasi, no? Okay? So for class, no question about it before we go to this problem. Francis Villamin. Okay, sige. Kunan ko muna yung aking kodigo. You'll get first my kodigo. This one. Alright, para mabilis tayo. Alright, sige. Number 1 or letter A. Francis Villamin Company has assembled the following data pertaining to certain costs that cannot be easily identified as either fixed or as variable. Company has heard about a method of measuring cost functions called the high-low method and has decided to use it in this situation. You have your costs, you have your hours. 24,900, 5,250, 25,000, 55, 36,400, 75, 44,160, 9,750, 45, and you have 9,500. Number 1 class, compute for the variable cost per unit. Class, ano nga yung formula kanina? I will use red. Ano nga yung formula kanina, class? Sabi ko sa inyo, na correct formula ha, not highest cost and lowest cost. Tira nyo, class. Kung ginawa nyo, highest cost and lowest cost, sigurado, kukunin nyo ay 45,000. Why? Because 45,000 is the highest cost. Tama? Yes. Pero ano yung correct formula? It should be highest activity first. The first thing that you will do is get the highest activity. This is cost activity. Get first the highest activity. That will be your first step. Ano yung highest activity? Di ba 9,750? Yes. Ibig sabihin, you will put in denominator 9,750. Okay. Next one. Ano yung cost of the highest activity? Eh, di ba 44,160? Because yan yung ating highest activity or cost of the highest activity, not 45,000. Why? Because 45,000 is the highest cost. You get the point? Thumbs up if yes. Hopefully yes. In our review center, madami nakakamali dito, no? Ang kinukuha nila ay 45,000. Bakit po 45,000? Kasi yan yung highest cost. Hindi po yan. It should be cost of the highest activity. 44. Alright, very good. 44,160 po dapat. Diba ito ay ano? Yan, underline natin. Kasi divided by ito eh. Okay. Next one. Kunin mo na yung lowest activity. The lowest activity here is at 5,250. 5,250. O, class, ano yung cost of the lowest activity? Ito walang problema. Safe na safe tayo. Okay? 24,900. Okay? Ito walang problema. Kasi the lowest cost is also the lowest cost or the cost of the lowest activity. Ito naman ay 24,900. And that's the correct formula. Okay? Not the highest cost. Sorry, ulit ha. Not the highest cost and the lowest cost divided by highest activity, lowest activity. It should be cost of the highest activity is equals to cost of the highest activity minus cost of the lowest activity divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. O, magkano class yung ating variable cost per unit dito? So, the answer dito class ay sa aking kodigo ay 4.28. 4.28. The 4.28 here is your answer for the variable cost per unit. Okay, next one. Magkano naman class ang ating total fixed cost? O, diba, sabi ko kanina, in total fixed cost class, you can check either high or you can also check in terms of low. Paano yun? You have our total cost. Magkano yung total cost in terms of high? Diba? 44,160. Okay. Magkano yung variable cost per unit niya? Okay. To be multiplied by your activity which is at high. Mamaya naman ay at low. Mamaya, we will compute for total cost pa rin dito. No? So, dapat 10 class ay parehas. Ay, by the way, I will put it to red. Yan. Okay? Tapos, mamaya din. Okay, ito muna. Magkano yung variable cost per unit natin? Sa baba na lang. Diba 4.28? So, 4.28 to be multiplied by 9,750. Magkano to? I think the answer here ay, tama ba? 41,000. So, 41,730. Mamaya, we compute for your total fixed cost. Diba? Because of this, no? Okay. How about naman your total cost in terms of load? By the way, magkano yung total fixed cost natin? Okay? Dapat last, you have your total fixed cost. Dapat parehas sila. Yan ay 2,430. Okay, very good. How about naman this one? Again, ganun pa rin. Variable cost per unit. Okay? To be multiplied by low. Okay. So how do we compute for this? 4.28 to be multiplied by 4.28 to be multiplied by 5,250. Sorry, medyo mabagal ako mag-type. Okay. Total cost, magkano? 24,900. Magkano naman class sa ating variable cost at low? Sorry, not period. Yan. So this one ay 22,470. Okay. 22,470. Magkano class ang ating total fixed cost? Dapat class yan ay parehas. Pag hindi po yan parehas, ibig sabihin may mali po tayo. Okay. So parehas ba class? The answer is yes. Okay. So paano yun? What is the cost functions with this? Okay. So your total fixed cost class is at 2,430. 2,430. What will be your cost functions? Eh, di ba class? The cost functions for this is that you have your total cost is equals to total fixed cost plus your variable cost per unit to be multiplied by X. Ano yung X? Your sales in units. That's why class, cost functions that total cost is equals to 2,430 plus 4.28 X. And that would be your total cost function. Any questions so far? Clear ba tayo? Clear ba? Madali lang ba? Madali lang. If you know that the formula should be the cost of the highest activity minus cost of the lowest activity divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. Thumbs up if you understand. Sir, malabo. Pwede naman ulitin. Thumbs up if okay na. Okay, thank you, Fernand. Fernand yan na, Fernand. Okay, thank you. All right, Chris, thank you. Bangkod. Okay, very good. Okay. So that would be, again, that would be your cost function. So again, variable cost, ano yung formula natin? Sorry, ulitin ko. The formula is that the cost of the highest activity minus cost of the lowest activity divided by highest activity minus lowest activity. Then in letter boy, in computing naman for fixed cost, dapat you have your total cost minus the variable cost per unit to be multiplied by high and low. Dapat last, parehas po ang ating total fixed cost. And the cost functions for this is that you have your total cost is equals to 2430 plus 4.20. Let's see. We go now with letter boy. Okay. BG De Leon Company has provided the following data for the first 5 months of the year. So you have machine hours and you have lubrication costs. January 120, February 160, March 200, April 150, May 170 with their costs 750, 800, 870, 790, and 840. Using the high-low method, magkano daw ang estimated variable lubrication cost per unit? Ano yung formula again? You get first for the cost of the highest activity. We go first with denominator. Machine hours is your activity. Your lubrication cost is your cost. Ano yung highest activity? Diba 200? Yes. Class. So, I will put here 200 in your denominator. Okay. Yun yung ginagawa ko class dati, no? Denominator muna ako bago mag-numerator. Ano yung cost of the highest activity? 870. Class, if you notice, yung highest activity, yung cost of the highest activity mo ay kaparehas lang, ay kaparehas ng highest cost. Ito ay safe, di ba? Wala naman ibang mas mataas sa 870. Ibig sabihin, safe po tayo dito that the cost of the highest activity is also the highest cost. Ang problema dito, class, di ba? Because yung 44,160 is the cost of the highest activity. Pero ang highest cost is 45,000. Ito safe tayo dito. Walang problema. Okay? Yan. What else? Next one is get the lowest activity. Lowest activity mo ay 120. So I will put here 120. Ano naman yung cost of the lowest activity? The cost of the lowest activity ay 750. Okay, I will get first my conical. Magkano yung answer dito? Okay. Magkano class ang ating variable cost per unit? Okay? That the variable cost per unit class, the answer here is that you have 1.50. All right. So the answer here class is at 1.50. Okay. Number 2. Using the high-low method, compute for the estimated monthly fixed component. Class, wait lang, kapihin ko lang to para mabilis tayo. So, magkano daw yung ating fixed cost? Sorry. Sorry ba tayo? Number 2. Okay. Baba natin ha. Baba natin. Para ano, high and low. Okay. Total cost of high is at 870. So I will put here 870. So magkano class ang variable cost per unit, 'di ba? 1.50. Okay? So you have here 1.50. Magkano naman class ang ating activity? 200, no? 'Di ba ito yan, 200? So I have here 200 pesos. So 150 times 200. Okay. So 150 times 200, magkano class ang ating high? You have here 300 pesos. Okay. 870 minus 300, magkano class ang ating fixed cost? 570. Okay. How much will be your fixed cost total? 570. Okay. In terms naman of low, magkano yung total cost mo sa low? Ito, di ba? 750. So I will put here 750. How about naman the variable cost per unit? Di ba? 150 ang ating na-compute. So 150 to be multiplied by 120. So magkano to? 180. So this one ay 180. Parehas ba tayo? 750 minus 750 minus 180, dapat ito ay 570 din. Parehas ba? Yes. Ibig sabihin, tama po tayo na parehas sila. So magkano class ang variable cost per unit mo? Under high-low method, 1.50. Magkano naman magkano naman yung ating fixed cost total? 507. Ito na class yung number 3, paborito nyo. Yung least square regression. Sige. Class, I will copy this one para maano nyo. I will copy this one para ito yung ating step by the step. Step by step step by step. Okay. All right. Ano to class? In computing for this, nakaano pala ako, sorry. Sige, mano natin. In computing for the variable cost per unit. Okay? In computing for the variable cost per unit under least square regression. Paano ngayon? Summation of EXY minus N to be multiplied by X average. I will put na lang X sa baba. Yung underline na lang sa baba, Ay, hindi. Pala pwede. Mataas na lang. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi, gagawa kasi tayo ng X average. I will put here, underline. Yan. X average to be multiplied by Y average. Yan. Pag ang class average yan, okay? Divided by, okay? Divided by summation of EX squared. Okay? This one. Okay? Ay. Tama. Okay? Minus N. Okay? To be multiplied by X average. Pala. Okay na ba sa baba? Sa baba na lang yung X average yan. Sa average yan. Okay. So, yan yung formula class. Okay. My question, no? So, paano ito? Sorry. Kulang pa pala to. So, X average squared. Okay? Yan. Kulang pa. This one. Yun. Ay. Ito lang naman. X average. Diba? Ito yung formula class, Okay? So, kulang pa tayo ng squared. Ito yan. And, okay? Alright. So, paano yun? Di ba, we have 8 steps. Okay, number 1, get the summation of activity. Ang nga pala. Class, okay lang, kopya ko muna to ha. Para mabilis tayo. Kopyahin ko to. So, class, ito yung N. Ito, class, yung magiging, hindi. Para mabilis tayo. Okay? Ito, class, ay N. So, class, machine hours will be your X. Okay? It will be your X. Yan, yung X natin. Ito, class, ay magiging Y. Why? Because lubrication cost will be your Y. Okay? Ito na lang. Yan, para mabilis. Okay. Sorry, medyo ano yung ano ko. Yan. So, ito class yung Y natin. So, I just copy lang. Okay. 750. I will erase the peso sign, no? You have 800. Okay. Then you have 870. So, you have 870. Then you have 790. And the last one, you have 840. Okay, so X and Y to class ha. Ito naman ay N. So, nako. At pala tinanggal ko pala dapat to. Okay. Plus, ito yung N. 1. Alright. 2. 3. Okay. 4. And 5. Ay. 4 and 5. Okay. Ano to class? That would be your N. Ito lang. Para mabilis tayo. Ay. $160. Okay. Sorry medyo bagal mag-type. Okay. Mabilis pag blackboard sana to, no? Okay. Punta kayo sa ARS. Okay. Alright. 150. And we have 170. Okay. Yan. Okay. Tapos ito yung X natin. X and Y. Okay. O class, ano yung first step natin? Di ba first step daw ay get the summation of X. Class, given to ha. Okay? Ito ay given, no? So ginawa ko lang ay I just copy it, no? Okay. Ano yung una? Get the summation. Number 1, get the summation of activity. Di ba ito yung activity? Okay. Ibig sabihin, get the summation of activity, you have your SWOT, no? Alright. So, get submission of activity. Ito class yung first step. Magkano to? For the purpose of this, ito ay 800. Alright. Class, ito ay 800. Ano to class? That would be your first step. Okay? Step number 1, okay, is to get the summation of X. Okay. Step number 1, get summation of X. Step number 2, diba? Step number 2 ay get the summation of Y. Magkano to class? Add mo nga to. 750 plus 800 plus 870 plus 790 plus 840. Yan po ay 4,050. Okay. Tandaan yan ha. Step number 3. Step number 3 class ay ito. Ano yung step number 3? Get the or multiply the x and y. Di ba sabi, multiply the activity with cost. So x and y. Ibig sabihin, 120 times 750, 160 times 800, 200 times 870, 150 times 790, 170 times 840. Ganun lang. So 120 times 750, alright, ito ay 90,000. What else? 160 times 800, ito naman ay 128,000. What else? 200 times 870, ito naman ay 174,000. What else? 150 times 790, yan ay 118,500. Ano pa? 170 times 840, yan po ay 142,800. That will be your step number 3. Step number 4, get the summation of xy. Di ba? Ibig sabihin, ito yung step number 4. Summation of exy. Okay? Summation of y. Gawin natin class na small letter. Okay. Magkano to class? 90,000 plus 128 plus 174 plus 118,500 plus 142,800. Ito po ay 653,300. That will be your summation of exy. Plus, anong step number 5? Anong sinabi? Get the summation, get the squared of activity. Step number 5 ay x squared. Okay. Step number 5 ay x squared. Ibig sabihin, class, ay 120 times 120, 160 times 160, 200 times 200, 150 times 150, 170 times 170. Magkano yun? 120 times 120, yan ay 14,400. What else? 160 times 160, yan po ay 25,600. Ano pa? 200 times 200, yan po ay 40,000. Okay, ganoon lang ha. Ayan. 150 times 150, yan po ay 22,500. Okay? 170 times 170, yan po ay 28,900. Just please check kung tama ako ha. Baka mali yung mga sinusulat ko ha. 28,900. What will be your step number 6? Medyo dito pa lang, medyo mahaba-haba na. Okay, mahaba talaga to class. Summation of EX squared. Okay? Summation of EX squared. So, magkano to? Add mo lang lahat yan. Sa kodigo ko, yan ay 131,400. Okay? So far ba nakakasunod tayo ha? Hopefully yes ha? Okay. Next one. Ano yung step number 7? Step number 7, get the average. Ibig sabihin, summation of x. Okay? Divided by n. Para makuha natin. Sige. X average. I will put na lang x average. Sa baba na lang yung x average siya. X average is equals to summation. Okay? Summation of x divided by n. So, magkano to class? Summation of EX squared ay magkano? Yan po ay 800 divided by n. Ano yung n? 5, diba? Magkano yung summation of x squared? Okay? 800 divided by 5. Yan po ay 160. Okay, very good. And step number 8, okay? Step number 8, step by the step. Okay. Step number 8 ay yung ating Y average. And that would be summation of Y divided by N. Magkano class ang summation of Y? That would be 4,050 divided by N. Magkano yung N? 5. 4,050 dapat. Okay? So 4,050 divided by 5, that will be, magkano yan? 810. So this one ay 810. Okay. Ito na class, medyo dito pala mahaba-haba na, no? We go now to this. Variable cost per unit is equals to summation of EXY. Magkano class ang EXY natin? Magkano class? Di ba ito yun? 653, 300. 653, 300. Diba? Okay, very good. Nalag ko to. Okay. Ano pa? Magkano yung N? Di ba N ay 5? Okay. Magkano yung X average? X average ay 160. Di ba ito yan? Ito. Okay. Magkano yung Y average? Di ba ito yan? 810. To be multiplied by 810. Okay. Divided by summation of EX squared. Di ba ito yung class? 131,400. Yes. You have here 131,400 minus ito class. Parin ko lang yung underline. Minus, di ba 5 pa din? To be multiplied by your X average squared. 810 pa din. So you have 810. Ayan, puro underline. 810 divided by squared. 810 squared. Ano ba? 810 squared. Yeah. Okay. So 131,400 minus 5. Sorry. But 810 should be 160. Okay? 160. Why? Because x squared. Okay, this one. 2. Magkano class ang ating variable cost per unit? How much now will be your variable cost per unit? Sabayan nyo na lang for the purpose of time. Compute yan class. The variable cost per unit dito sa aking kodigo ay 1.56. Okay? So the variable cost per unit ay 1.56. Magkano kanina sa 1.50? Diba class? Medyo siya. Medyo mahaba, no? It took us 30 minutes. Pag lumabas siya sa board exam, skip nyo muna. Ito, honestly, skip nyo muna. Okay? Kasi medyo mahaba-haba yan. Okay. How do we compute that for total fixed cost? Under least square regression. By the way, okay ba class? Nakasunod ba dito? Hopefully yes. Thumbs up if yes. Thumbs up if yes. Lucky 13. Okay, very good, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay. So class, how do we compute for least square regression for this? So the formula is that you have Y average. Okay. So you have your Y average minus N to be multiplied by, that N. Variable cost per unit to be multiplied by X average. Hindi po nakabila. So total fixed cost. So total fixed cost. Magkano yung Y average natin? Di ba ito yun? 810. Yes, 810. Minus variable cost. We compute for 1.56 and it is to be multiplied by X average. Magkano yung X average? 160. Magkano class ang ating total fixed cost? So, sa aking kodigo, for the purpose of time, the answer ay 561. 561. Okay. Number 5. Using the high-low method analysis, the estimated total lubrication cost for June if the estimated machine hours is 130 closest to ano nga yung total fixed cost? Ano nga yung sorry. Ano nga yung ano dyan? Ano nga yung total cost natin? Ano nga yung cost functions pala? Sorry. 'Di ba? Ito yung pa-compute ng fixed cost, ha? 'Di ba? We have your total fixed cost, okay? Minus variable cost per unit to be multiplied by X. Eh, 'di ba class, ito ay high-low method. So, paano yun? Total cost is equals to, magkano yung high-low method? Total fixed cost. Eh, di ba 570? Saka 150. Yes. Ibig sabihin, 570 plus 150. X. Ano yung X niya? Di ba given na? 130. Yes. So, magkano class ang ating total cost for number 5? The answer dito class ay 765. 765. And this is your answer. Total cost is 765. How about naman in your regression analysis? I will copy this one na para mabilis tayo. Alright? So, magkano muna class ang total fixed cost under least square regression? Diba? 156 saka 561. Okay. Yes. So, ito ay 561 plus 1.56. Tama ba? Tama. 1.56 yan. To be multiplied by 130. Magkano yung number 6 natin? So, the answer here, class, ay 763.80. Class, if you notice, hindi naman nakakalayo, no? Ang ating variable, ang ating high-low with the least square regression. In number 7, paano daw kung estimated machine hours mo ay 0? Eh, magkano? Ito ay madali lang. Di ba? Eh, paano daw pag 0 to? Yan. Paano pag 0 to? Eh, di syempre, the answer dito ay 570. Bakit? Nakadepende po yan sa variable cost per unit in terms of our machine hours. Okay. How about in number 8? Ito lang naman yan. Okay? So, in number 8, what if 1.56 yan, say pa rin, ito ay 0. And the answer here, class, ay 561. And that's the end of this one. Class, yung letter C pala and letter dog is part of your CVP analysis. So, next meeting, babalikan ko na lang to. Okay lang ba? O, asaran nyo to. Babalikan ko yung CND kasi tayo ay advanced na. No? So, nalagay ko lang dito. No? Ito ay part of the CVP analysis. So, I will discuss for CVP analysis next week. Okay? So, we can have Tuesday ulit or Thursday pala. Sorry. Okay ba? Okay lang? Okay. Okay lang? Sige. Thank you. Baka sabihin nyo, ano ka na sir, advance ka na. Hindi, I assume kasi na zero-base tayo. Hindi ako nag-assume na kayo ay nag-review. No? Gusto ko zero-base. We go now to this multiple choice question. Ano lang to? 1 to 15 lang to. Don't worry. Number 1. Kunin ko na yung kodigo ko. Number 1. So, number 1, the term relevant cost applies to all level. To all of the following decisions, situations, except acceptance of the special order. Yes, kasama po yan. In terms of relevant costing, Determinations of a product price. Nako, parang cost accounting to. Replacement of equipment, yes. Addition or deletion, yes. Plus, hindi po kasali yung letter boy in the cost production. Bakit? Ito po ay part of your cost accounting, particularly for determining your product price. Okay. Number 2, decision-making concept described as contribution to income that is forgone by not using a limited source for its best alternative use. Diba? Benefits forgone, lost benefit, anong tawag doon? Diba? Opportunity cost yun. Yes. It is known as opportunity cost. Sorry ah. Question po bigla. Alright. Number 3. In decision analysis situation, which one of the following contain a variable cost component? Okay? Which one is not likely to contain variable? Labor, yes. Overhead, yes. Depreciation, parang no. Selling, yes. So the answer here ay letter C. Okay. Diba, madali lang, sorry. Should be C lang. Sumama yung A and B. Okay. Number 4. The term that refers to costs incurred in the past that are not relevant in the future decision, anong tawag doon? Yan ay the term that refers to costs that incurred in the past that are not relevant to the future. Yan po ay tinatawag na sunk cost. Definitions of terms. Full absorption, we will discuss absorption costing soon, no? Maybe the following week, 2 weeks from now. Okay? Yan. Number 5, management accountants, management accountants are concerned with incremental unit cost. These costs are similar to the following, except economic marginal cost. Okay, so I think yes. Kasama yun, marginal, di ba? Economic. Variable cost, yes. Cost to produce an additional unit, yes. Ang hindi po kasali dyan ay your total manufacturing unit cost. Bakit po? Kasi may mga fixed cost dyan, which is not relevant. Okay, sige. So, di ba, minsan, hindi siya relevant, di ba? Okay. Number 6, opportunity cost. Cost irrevocably incurred by past actions. No? And that would be a sunk cost. The difference between actual and standards variance yan. Not recorded in the accounting records. Pwede. Partly fixed cost and partly variable. Plus, pag sinasabing opportunity cost, it is benefits forgone, lost benefit, and not to be recorded in the accounting records. Pero class, kahit po yan hindi i-record, yan po ay relevant sa decision making natin. Okay. Next one. Cost of goods sold is a component of the income statement. In merchandising establishment, this refers to purchase adjusted to the changes in inventory. In manufacturing company, what replace purchases to arrive for the cost of goods sold? So ano yung is it finished goods? I don't think so. Because if finished goods, you compute for the cost of goods sold. Lalo na yung boy, fixed manufacturing overhead, hindi rin. Work in process, hindi rin. The answer for number 7 that replace is, sorry. Tama. Sorry. Letter, okay. So the answer here, class, is the cost of goods manufactured. Sorry kung sinipot ko si bigla, hindi ko nakahinga. Diba? Cost of goods manufactured, no? Because finished goods, because finished goods beginning plus cost of goods manufactured, you have your goods available for sale minus your ending, that would be your cost of goods sold. Diba? Ganun lang ha? Okay. Number 8. So, the salaries you could be earning by working rather than attending college is example of what? Hoy, sinipon bigla ah. Okay. Next one. Saan ba tayo? Sorry, tinan ko muna yung aking answer ah. Saan ba tayo? Number 8. Okay. Class, ano to? Salaries you could be earning by working rather than attending. Diba? Yan ay opportunity cost. Ano to class? Benefits forgone. Diba? Yan po ay opportunity cost. In analyzing whether to build another regional office, the salary of the chief executive officer at the corporate headquarters is, okay. O class, you will open another regional office. Ang tanong, ano daw mangyayari sa salary ng ating presidente, ng ating CEO? Is it relevant? Relevant because salaries daw are always present. Parang hindi. Dapat irrelevant eh. Relevant because this will probably change. O, pag tayo ba ay nag-change, meron ba tayong change na salary? Hindi, no? Irrelevant because it is the future cost that will not differ between alternative. Pwede yung C. Irrelevance is another imputed cost of the C. No. It will not change. Okay. The answer for number 9 ay letter C. Okay. Number 10, sunk cost is what? Are substitute for opportunity cost? No, irrelevant ito. Are relevant to long-term decisions but not to short-term. Are irrelevant to decision in themselves, are not relevant to decision making. The answer here, class, ay letter dog. There are irrelevant. Okay. Number 11. When all the manufacturing costs used in the production are attached to the products, whether direct or indirect, variable or fixed, anong tawag dyan, class? Okay. So we will discuss this one soon, diba? When all the manufacturing costs used in the production are attached to the products, whether direct or indirect, variable or fixed, it is known as absorption costing. Why? Because in the absorption costing, we consider fixed costs as product costs. Okay, sige. We go to the next 3 computations tayo, ha? Okay, number 12 tayo. Tinan ko lang sa aking formula. Okay. Mine and yours company uses regression analysis to analyze the behavior of its transportation cost as a function of a travel time. They developed the following equation using 2-year observation with related coefficient determination of 85. T is equals to 100,000 plus 50H. O, ito kasi, napakadali lang nito ha. O, nakita mo na yung regression, natakot ka na. Pero madali lang to class, no? Baka sabi mo, regression na naman, mahirap. Okay, magkano daw ang transportation cost? Napakadali. So, total cost mo ay per heart red. Okay? Alright. So, class, sorry baka sabihin nyo, sir, please refrain from using napakadali. Mahirap yan. Okay? Ako lang kasi ginagawa ko lang yung para maging confident kayo. No? That you can answer this one. Okay? So, 100,000. Ano lang ito, class, ha? 100,000 plus 50 to be multiplied by 500. Ganun lang kadali. Hindi, ano bang tanong dito? What if 500 hours, tama ba? Okay, tama. Okay? So, the answer here, class, ay magkano yung total cost natin? Okay? So, ating total cost ay 100 plus 25. So, the answer ay 125,000. So, the answer for number 12 ay letter dog. Yes. Class, parang awa nyo na ha, sa board exam. Pag ito yung lumabas sa board, patama kayo, sayang. Mga bonus questions lang yan. Okay? Number 13. These are the among methods of segregating fixed cost and variable. Break-even method ba? Simple. Except Sorry, I forgot pala to use scatter graph. Is kasama. Anong hindi kasama dyan? Of course, the high-low method. Hindi po kasali yung high-low method in breaking the cost and the variable. Next one. Next one is magkano daw ang estimated variable cost per unit. Alright. So, in terms of, okay. Using high-low method. Okay. Sorry. Variable cost per unit. So, the class ha, medyo pardon me kung pangat yung sinipad ako bigla eh. Okay. Magkano class ang ating high activity muna? Magkano yung highest activity? Diba? 3,650. Okay? Yes. So, you have 3,000 or 3,650. Ano yung cost niya? 19,800. Okay. Alright. Ano pa? Minus. Ano yung lowest activity niya? Lowest activity ay 2,050. So, ano naman yung ang cost niya? 13,400. So, ano lang? So, 19,800 minus 13,400. So, 6,400 yun. Minus 3,650 minus 2,050. I think the answer for the variable cost per unit. By the way, class, ito ay galing from the CPE board. Ganun kadali class, no? Kaya dapat, pag ganito yung answer nyo, dapat tama kayo, class. So, the answer for number 14 ay letter A. Okay. Last one tayo. Number 50. Sorry. Hindi ako makahinga, class. Bigla akong hindi nakahinga. Next one. Number 15. Magkano, class, naman ang ating variable cost and also your fixed cost. So, variable cost per unit muna tayo. Okay? So, variable cost per unit, okay, for this, at Timbungan country, a maintenance cost is partly fixed and variable. At the low level of activity, 150 direct labor hours, maintenance cost ay 2,1. At high level, 270. Nakalagay na daw. No? So, maintenance cost, kita ka na siya. Alright? So, is equals to, given na. No? So, magkano yung high niya? 3,000. Okay? Ito class, pag ganun na lang. Diretso mo na. Minus 2,1. Okay? Divided by? Alright? So, divided by? Okay? Ay, sorry. Divided by 270. 270. Sorry. Yan. 270 minus 150. Okay. Magkano class yung variable cost mo dito? The variable cost per unit mo dito class ay, if I remember, is the 750. Alright, so you have here 750. So, A and B na lang. Okay? A and B na lang. How about naman your variable or your fixed cost? So, again, we go first with high. And we have your low. Mamaya na yung low. Alright? So, magkano mo na yung total cost natin? Diba? Total cost mo ay 3,000. Alright? Magkano yung variable cost per unit mo? Sorry. Magkano yung variable cost per unit mo to be multiplied by I? Di ba, class? Variable cost mo ay 750 to be multiplied by 270. Magkano to? 750 times, ito ay 2025. So you have here 2025. So magkano class ang ating fixed cost? So total fixed cost ay, wait class. Yan. So the answer here is 975. How about naman in terms of low? So meron pa rin, total cost. Total cost mo dito ay 2,100. Alright, then we have here our variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit to be multiplied by low. And that would be your 750 to be multiplied by 150. So the answer dito class ay 975. So parehas ba? That, sorry. 1125. Mali na kopyahan ko. 1,125. Magkano class ang total fixed cost natin? Total fixed cost ay 975. So, what is the answer here? It's letter A. Tama ba? Yes. And we are done. Okay? Yan. Any questions so far? So class, ito yung utang ko sa inyo, dalawa. Kasi, ito kasi ay, hindi ko na-delete no. Pero okay lang. Babalikan na lang natin. It is part of your, part ito ng ating, CVP. Okay. So, any questions so far? Malinaw ba tayo? Okay ba? Malinaw? Not so far. Please on your camera para makita ko naman kayo. Para i-send ko sa kanila. Di ba? Okay lang ba? Para makita ko naman kayo. Hi, Fernand, Gilbert, April, Irish. How about the others? Mensch, basta ka Mensch. Mary Joy. Okay. And para picture kayo. Para makita ko naman kayo. CPA soon. Hi, Ryan. Okay. Okay na? How about the others? Yun. Ferdinand. Okay, sige. Can we have? Ako bilang sinipon, no? Anyway, sige. 1, 2, and 3. Para send ko sa GC natin. So, yun lang. See you again next week. Baka ano tayo next week? Thursday siguro. Kasi Thursday, madami kayo pag Thursday. Baka Sabado kasi ngayon. Thursday, last week, di ba? 30 plus kayo, no? Yan lang, don't worry. Medyo maulan-ulan pa naman ngayon, no? So, yun lang. See you again. Next week, we'll discuss CVP analysis. Okay? CPA soon. Okay? CPA. Okay, sige. Bye-bye, Ryan. Okay? Thank you. Oy, kung may question kayo, message lang, ha? Huwag kayong mahiya. Diba? Sino po ako bigla? Anyway, sige. Bye-bye. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye. Ingat ka.